MarketStrategy.com.
Hello, this is Daniel Grady with a quick look at the markets for today, Wednesday, April 16th. We have another busy day coming up, starting at 8:30 GMT when we have employment data coming out from the United Kingdom. Then at 9 o'clock, we have inflation for the euro, the entire Eurozone. This could generate some volatility in the euro because inflation is a key indicator for ECB monetary policy. Then at 11 o'clock, we have mortgage applications in the United States, not expected to generate all that much volatility, but housing is an important part of the American economy, so this could be a strong indicator of American economic health. At the same time, same thing at 12:30 in the afternoon, we have building permits and housing from the United States as well. Then at 1:15, we have industrial production and manufacturing production, which could get some more attention from investors since we're in the middle of earnings season. These are key indicators of American economic performance. Then at 2 o'clock, we have the Bank of Canada monetary policy and interest rate decision, which could generate some volatility in the Canadian dollar. And then later in the afternoon, we have another speech by Fed Chairwoman Janet Yellen. Again, if there's some kind of something that could be interpreted as forward guidance from the chairwoman, we could see some volatility here in the markets. And then at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we have the Federal Reserve releases its Beige Book, which is anecdotal evidence of the economic performance in the United States. Also could generate some volatility if we have something unexpected there. Moving over to the markets, the S&P 500 yesterday continued to move higher. It's up by 0.6% yesterday, completing this rebound after the strong move on the downside. This was after we had better than expected earnings reports yesterday and indicators of a stronger economy in the United States. This optimism continued during the Asian session when we had Asian stocks going up as well. The MSCI index was up by 1%. This was also after we had GDP data from China, which was a little bit better than expected. The Chinese economy is not performing as good as it used to, but there's still no bad news from China, so outlook still remains relatively positive for emerging economies. Going into the session today, S&P 500 futures are up by 0.3%, indicating that there's an interest in acquiring new risk and positive outlook for the markets today. Moving over to gold, we jump over to gold. There was a strong drop yesterday. This was mostly in response to, or has been attributed largely to the lack of interest in safe haven assets with the perception of the improving economy and how the taper is developing. Gold is considered as a perfect example of a safe haven asset in response to risk trends. This strong move on the downside could be an indicator that there's a stronger risk appetite in the markets. Gold broke below 1,310, which has been our previous support. Now we have resistance there. It tried to get through our next level of support, which was at 1,285, and failed to do so. So this support level here held. So now we're looking at support 1,285 for the short term and resistance at 1,310. And then there's some technical difficulties here with the chart, so we're going to switch over to MetaTrader 4 to have a look at the euro. The euro came off of 138 during trading yesterday and has moved higher today. So 138 is our current support level, and we have resistance at 138.45 going to the session today. However, there's some important data being released, so we could have some strong volatility, pushing the euro dollar pair up towards 138.70, or it could drop below towards 137.50, which are stronger resistance and support levels respectively. The pound for the last couple days has been maintaining itself below resistance, which we had at 167.40. It's currently just a hair above that at the moment. It's been trying to get through that through most of early trading today. If that level were not to hold, we could see the pound pushing towards 168. And on the downside, we have our next major support at 166.60 here. But again, we also have important news coming up for the UK, which could generate some stronger volatility in the pound. And then finally, we have the yen versus the dollar. The yen is weakened slightly against the dollar, which means this currency pair has moved higher. It's just below a relatively weak resistance level, which we had at 102.30. We have stronger resistance at 102.70, and then we have support at 101.30. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.